Hour Co-Podcast. Hey, welcome to the chat. We be sipping that tea. The C.H.A.P Hour Podcast. Subscribe to me. Peoria for real. No sugar-coated lies. We gonna talk our shit. Peoria vibes.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the C.H.A.P Hour Adult Podcast, Peoria's exclusive podcast. It's been a minute. And if you're still here, that means something. My name, Justin C.H.A.P, and this is the C.H.A.P, a.k.a. the C.H.A.P Hour Adult Podcast. And today isn't just another episode. This one is personal. Because, I didn't just take a break. Life tested me. And when life tests you, you either fold or you level up. I chose to level up. I want to be transparent without being messy. A lot of people online just vanish and then pop back up like nothing happened. That's not me. I'm a father first. You know me. You know my kids are my everything. My son Carter, shout out. Watching him grow into a young man, watching him step into his power is everything to me. My daughter Charlie, man, that little girl has changed my entire life. When you sit in hospital rooms, when you question everything, when you have bad moments that shake you up, straight to your core, it changes your perspective. You realize time is not guaranteed, and neither is energy. Energy is not guaranteed. Peace is not guaranteed. So I had to take a step back, make sure my house was solid. I'm proud to say, stronger now than I was before. Not perfect, stronger, I missed you guys. But let me tell you something. This podcast isn't about becoming famous. It isn't about chasing video clips. It isn't about pretending to be something I'm not. This is therapy for me. I love conversation. Real conversation. Not surface level, how's the weather bullshit. I mean, the type of talk where someone tells you, about the lowest moment of their life and how they overcame it, survived it. Or the dream that they're too scared to say out loud. Or why they love the city when everyone else trashes it, right? I love Peoria. Let's talk about that. I like Peoria. What's up, Peoria, Illinois? Not people will stand up and proudly say they love Peoria. But I do. This city built me into who I am. This city's shown me struggle, The city has showed me loyalty. The city has some of the most underrated people I've ever fucking met. Ever. Business owners grinding in silence. Artists creating with no spotlight. Parents sacrificing everything. Blue collar workers breaking their backs with no applause, Rough. That's who I want to come on. Because their stories matter. I mean, fuck, all our stories matter. If you're here now, let me just, excuse me. If you're new now, let me explain this whole vibe I'm trying to put out for us. Yes, it's a drinking show, but it's not a sloppy bullshit show. It's structured chaos, I guess you could call it. Yeah, I like that. And let me tell you about, a little bit how this works. If you're going to be a guest on here, we're going to sit down. We're going to take 5 to 10 minutes. No cameras, no pressure. And I'm going to ask you what you don't want to talk about. I'll ask you, about your boundaries. I'll tell you that nothing will get posted without your approval. This isn't live. This is edited. This is not a trap podcast. You know, this is a spotlight podcast, I guess you could say. If you come here, you're going to be seen. You're going to be heard. And, you're going to be understood. We're going to laugh. We might debate. We might disagree, but it's all respect. That's rare these days. Respect, though, you know, man. Let me talk about little bit of my break that I had here and like some of the shit that I've learned. Stepping away taught me consistency matters, but clarity, you know, clarity matters more, and that's some real shit. I want to do things differently this time around. I don't want random episodes anymore. I want intentional conversations. I want to ask better questions. I want to listen more. I want to bring in guests who challenge me. People, who don't think like me. Maybe a little bit. You know, it's going to be different this go around. To bring in guests that challenge me. People who, see Peoria a little differently than I do. Who left and came back, maybe. Who stayed and built something. Because I've grown. I'm not the same man who recorded episode 1. You know, life humbles people, and life has fucking humbled me like a motherfucker, dude. Especially fatherhood. Fatherhood matured me, and especially with Charlie. And you know, if you're new to this, my daughter has a rare neurological genetic disorder, and she's disabled. And that shit has really sat me down, and you know, maybe made me realize everything in life isn't guaranteed. And some of us, well, I'm pretty sure a lot of us take what a normal life is for granted. You know, but anyway, I'll get into all that in the future. But I just want to talk about a little bit of like what's coming up uh, for this next, I guess, season you could call it. I'm hoping to have better production, better questions, more consistency. I want to get more local business owners on. I want to have more uncomfortable conversations. Definitely want to laugh more, have some more truth. If you own a bar, if you run a gym, if you tattoo, if you rap, if you coach like me, if you build floors, or if you run a food truck, shout out. You know who I'm talking to. If you've been through something and survived it, I want you on here, man. Just come on. And if you're thinking, oh, I don't know if I'm interesting enough, well, you are. Because I dealt with that shit the same. You know what I mean? Maybe, it's just a confidence thing. Look, when you come on here, I'm going to make you feel comfortable. I'm not going to fucking pot shot you. I'm not going to fucking trap you or anything like that. You're going to have a good time. Some of the most powerful episodes I had were with people who didn't think they had a story. You know what I mean? Everybody has one. Most people just never get asked the right questions. Hey, that was hey, I like that one. But yeah, dude, let's I'm so excited to get into this shit. I just wanted to come on here and shoot this quick little video. Um, comeback season, baby, and I'm so fucking excited to get this rolling. As of now, I have about 11 or 12 people booked for the month of March. So, you know, fuck, there's what, 31 days in March? I'm pretty booked for March, so if you are interested in coming on, we'll schedule for April. I would love to be able to be booked out like 4 or 5 months in advance. That'd be fucking awesome. You know, the energy is shifting for sure on this podcast of mine. And to everyone who has watched the old episodes, thank you. And for real, you know, each each episode has probably had, somewhere around 200, 400 views. And that's, man, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but my demographic is pure. That's it. I'm not trying to be fucking famous worldwide or anything like that. And to everyone who shared my episodes, thank you. To the guests who came on, thank you. The people who DM me asking when I'm coming back, that really means a lot. And I just want to say thanks for all that. Without you guys, you know, I probably would have never came back. I don't know. But you guys caring showed me, what I mean, that I need to get my ass back on here. And that's why we're back. You know, we're not louder, we're not cockier, we're just going to be better. Hey, and look, I'm looking forward to the guests that I have coming on. Let's keep rebuilding momentum. Let's put Peoria on the map in our own way. One conversation at a fucking time. So, hey, grab a drink, hit subscribe, share the episode, tag someone who needs to come on. This is the Chappy Hour. We're not just back, baby. We're locked in. Let's get to work. Thank you.